Cairo. A man claiming to be wearing an explosive vest hijacked an EgyptAir plane on Tuesday, forcing it to land in Larnaca, on the southern coast of Cyprus, before he was arrested, according to the Cypriot government. "It's over," the Cypriot Foreign Ministry announced at 2:41 p.m. Most of the 56 passengers were released after the flight was diverted, while en route to Cairo from Alexandria. But a tense standoff ensued for hours as the plane stayed on the tarmac, with the hijacker and 7 or 8 other people still on board. Then they were freed, and shortly afterward, the hijacker surrendered. The hijacker, identified by Cypriot and Egyptian officials as Seif El Din Mustafa, told the pilot that he was wearing a suicide belt and threatened to detonate it. His affiliation and motivation were unclear. But some Cypriot state media reports said the man had given negotiators a letter demanding the release of prisoners from Egyptian jails, suggesting a political motivation. Conflicting reports about the crisis from Egyptian officials who for a time mistakenly identified a specific passenger as the hijacker raised further questions about Egypt's aviation security abilities. 6 months after a terrorist bomb brought down a Russian airliner in the Sinai Peninsula, killing all 224 people on board. Citizens of at least 8 countries, including the United States and Italy, had been on board, but Egyptian officials declined to identify the nationalities of those still being held. The situation is ongoing, the Cypriot Ministry of Foreign Affairs said on Twitter, identifying the hijacker as Mr. Mustafa. Egyptian officials said that Mr. Mustafa was an Egyptian national. Cypriot and Egyptian officials had initially identified the hijacker as Ibrahim Samaha, a professor from the University of Alexandria. Mr. Samaha later called the BBC to say that he had been a passenger on the plane. "We had no idea.